did a pretty good number on it. But rather than throw away this, I don't know, $25 cord, I found another cord that I had, and you might have anything like this around the house that has a, you can buy these also, they're pretty cheap, I forget how much. So we got an extension cord, run-of-the-mill, everyday extension cord, got chewed up by Lewboski's dog. I'm going to show you how to fix this quickly and easily. Of course, you have it unplugged.
You're going to have a shocking experience.
Yeah, let's just call it Darwinism. So I'm going to trim these back a little bit. He needs a few tools. I like to keep one of these multi-drivers in my back pocket about all times. They take apart many things, from furnaces to hose clamps, everything. And without cutting into the wire, try to use this razor blade as safely as possible. I'm going to cut the insulation back just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Gore on around the wire where I would like it to tear. But you want to make sure you don't get into the inside wire, only the insulation. And we're only going to trim back a couple inches. This might actually be too long. But this is an old one we had laying around, so I'm actually going to need a smaller screwdriver, Lewboski, if you want to get me a smaller driver out of our box over there. Alright, so see what I mean about the multi screwdriver. I'm a fan of it. I tell you, my favorite one probably is the Klein. So I take those, that cord biter, loosen that up pretty good. Then these 3 screws here will come out. Not all, not all the way out, but I'm unscrewing them from the body. And that should give you easy access to the wiring here. Now, we're not too worried about this wiring here. Now, I'll show you something. Excuse how dirty my hands are. I mechanic constantly. Alright, so now I'm going to trim my other wires back, and be very careful using these razor blades. I still cut myself all the time, and I'm only cutting back maybe a 1/4 inch, 3/8 maybe. Notice the roll. Just put a little pressure on that. Happy little pressure. I might want a little more than that. So I'll give it a nice roll right through there, and then we'll pick it off there. Alright, now, green, ground, white, neutral. This isn't always the case. In America, we try to color code things. In other countries, they have different colors for that means different things. So what we'll do, we'll slip this cord biter. I might have done that before I cleaned that off. But I'll slip the cord biter over, so we'll just let it hang there for right now. Our neutral wire, our ground wire, and our hot wire is the black. On our plug receptacle here, green for green, gold is black, black and gold, black and gold, black and gold, silver and white. And that's going to be in any 110 outlet that you come across. Now these do sell a tool, more expensive than what I want to pay apparently, but it's a screwdriver, and it's actually a torque screwdriver that'll tell you how many pounds, or inch pounds, not foot pounds. Foot pounds are more in automotive, but inch pounds this should be torqued down to. I'll put a couple of ugga-duggas on it, and if you don't know what a ugga-dugga is, you'll learn. How many ugga-duggas you think on that one? Maybe 2? I don't want to over tighten and break nothing, but I want to get a nice bite on that wire. It's always important to get a good bite, good contact on your wire. That's how fires start. You get arc. That's what the special thing about electricity is it will jump. You start getting arcs and smoke, and like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So we'll do the same thing on this one. Put a couple ugga-duggas on it. I am twisting that down there pretty good. Be careful doing that many times. I've stabbed myself in the palm of the hand. Statistics. You swing a hammer 1,000 times and you're going to mash your finger. It's not if, it's when. Okay, we'll put the last few ooga dooga Ooga bungas. No, I mean ooga doogas. Ooga doogas. Those are all three different things. Put her back on here. How do we want it to go? How do we want it to plug? Think about this and look at how your screws go in. Oh, it actually only goes one way. You see the slot and the notch? So it pops right back in like that. And now if you notice, I made that a little long. And I can catch all the grief from electricians or whoever. We'll deal with that later. I want that cord biter to bite on the insulated grip right there. To grip on that the insulation of the cord. And we'll tighten this down as tight as we can get it on the insulation, and it cord bite onto the cord. We'll go back and forth. We won't do one side all at once, side to side, side to side. But you tighten this all the way down really well. How people jerk the cord when they're vacuuming or something. Instead of walking our lazy butts over to the outlet and unplugging it. Well, this will keep you from actually jerking the wires out of it. What that's made to do. For about, I think that was maybe $2 at the hardware store. Plug there, and that's a 110 volt. That fixed our $25 cord.
I hate to say this, but you're like the Bob Ross of mechanics and handyman work.
Yeah.
Happy little twirl.
Happy little twirl. There we go.